All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a channel update. Let's see. Today is the 19th of January, 2024. So I wanted to give y'all a quick update of what's coming up right now. I have four more videos of Cyberpunk's knife throwing thing going on. I have to say, unfortunately, I have to cancel the series because something broke. Um, So, what happened was, I decided, and this is all my fault, just to let you know, I decided I wanted to try having some texture mods on there working and things like that. And I was also going to just go ahead and stop the knife throwing series. I had fun, but I was really, really feeling the need to go and play a Netrunner. So like I said, I downloaded some texture mods and things like that, improve textures, improve lighting, all things like that, make it look beautiful. The problem isn't those things. The problem is for some reason, OBS, when I was recording Cyberpunk 2077, and it even started happening like right around the end of the series for the knives. So this was not even related to the mods. Something happened with OBS. I think it's something to do with their new update they just released not long ago. But I constantly get freezes when I'm recording Cyberpunk 2077 and only Cyberpunk 2077. I think it's because I'm using so much, my graphics card is using so much VRAM that the OBS just can't keep up. Uh, it seems to happen when I have slowdown in the game. Like if I have now I'm not talking about Karinsakov and stuff like that. I'm talking about like frame drops, and my frame rate drops from its normal down to like 40 or 30 or something like that. That's around when it seems to happen. So I've tried various things. It's a known issue with Cyberpunk that every now and then, it doesn't affect everybody, but every now and then, the map, when you open the map, will just drop your FPS, just tank your FPS down to like 17 to 30. And it started happening to me. It wasn't happening before, but around the end of the series, it started happening to me when I opened the map. There's various issues that people say it is. I couldn't find what it is. I tried turning things off. I tried turning things down. Nothing seemed to fix it. So when this started happening, that's when I started getting the freezes on OBS. The OBS would just freeze. The computer wouldn't crash. OBS wouldn't crash or anything. OBS just froze and wouldn't do anything. It wouldn't record videos. It wouldn't record it says it was picking up my voice, but nothing past the point that it froze actually recorded. So I don't know what to do about it. I've tried, like I said, I've tried all kinds of fixes. I've looked up the issues to see if anything could fix it. I've updated my graphics drivers, all that stuff. Nothing fixes it. I don't know what to do. And this was all happening before I downloaded the texture mods. I said, okay, maybe if I just restarted. So I deleted all the mods. I actually reinstalled the game to make sure, and I looked through the files and all things like that, got rid of all of it, and I started I started putting in mods again. But the issue persists. So even without mods, the issue persists. So it's something to do with Cyberpunk OBS. Some kind of conflict is going on between it and my in OBS, and it's just not working for me right now. So unfortunately, I just have to stop the Cyberpunk series. It was fun while it lasted. I was actually really, really looking forward to playing Netrunner for y'all because I was actually going to, go Netrunner, do the Synapse burnout, all that stuff. And I got pretty far into the series. It the it I like I said, I tried getting this going and I was just going to deal with the crashes. But they became well, not the crashes, but the freezing, and it just became worse. I couldn't go 5 minutes without it freezing eventually. It just stopped. It just basically stopped working really well. Sometimes when I first started, I could go an hour and a half, 2 hours before it would freeze. And then later on when I was recording it just happened like 5 minutes later after I started recording. I I can't predict it. I can't stop it. So unfortunately, that's the end of the Cyberpunk series. I'm really sorry about that. I enjoyed it, but I can't help technical issues that have no fix for it right now. Maybe maybe if Cyberpunk, maybe a CDPR releases another patch to fix some things because there is some bugs with the game, like Sonic Shock is no longer working, some issues with the slow finishers and stuff like that. Maybe if they release a patch, maybe I could try again to see if it'll fix it. Who knows? We'll see. Um, I do know that I really can't use. I did find out though that I really can't use a lighting mod, a really high good lighting mod. I was looking into like using Pure Loot and getting that going, but Pure Loot requires you to have ray tracing enabled, and even without mods and just the Pure Loot, I can't use ray tracing. My graphics card can use it. It's an Nvidia 3070 RTX. It's not good enough. The My FPS just tanks down to like 32 and will not rise above it with ray tracing on, no matter what I do. I've tried various things, replacing DLSS file, DLL file into DL. I've tried. There's some mods on the Nexus Hub that's supposed to improve path tracing, ray tracing, all that stuff. I I got it to 32 FPS and it will not go higher with any type of ray tracing, path tracing on at all. So I was just going to skip the loot, the lighting mods and just do the texture mods, but that didn't even make a difference either. So bugs, but yeah, okay. So going forward, what's going to happen? I got some one-offs I got for y'all. I like I've talked about before, I haven't put them up yet, but they're going to be up right after the Cyberpunk series. Uh, I still have a bunch to record of one-offs. I've got Timberborn, I've got the City Skylines 2 to still to record, and things like that. Right now, I have the Dyson Sphere ready to upload. It's going to be uploaded this weekend because it's Friday, so probably sometime Saturday I'll start uploading it. And then I also have the um, Night of the Dead video two-parter going up as well for the one-offs. It was such a big recording that I had to split it into two, so that's what I did. So it's still a one-off. I only did the one recording of it, but those two will come out next, right after the Cyberpunk 2077 series ends, which the last video is set to release on January 23rd, which is this Wednesday, right? This Wednesday, this coming Tuesday. So Wednesday will be like Dyson Spear, and then Thursday and Friday will be the Night of the Living Dead. And then I already have a new series recorded that I need to get rendered. I haven't rendered it yet. There is a mod collection that released like end of December, early January, called Sophie's Collection for Project Zomboid. Let me bring it up real quick. Um, I'll see if I can get it to show as well in the video here. All right, give me a second to add a window capture. It's the best I can do. Okay, and it's already chose Steam. Cool. All right, so this is Sophie collection. It's a Vanilla Plus Plus. How Vanilla Plus Plus is up to you. I think it's not that Vanilla Plus Plus, but it's still Vanilla Plus Plus, I would say. It's more on the edge, I would say. There is various instructions for downloading, so you need to follow the instructions if you want to play along with me, or if you just want to play it yourself. You need to follow the instructions. Make sure you follow the instructions because you have to download a preset to set it up in the mod manager to get it to, load the mods in the correct order, things like that. It's kind of like Feed the Beast, and things like that, but you have to download the profile presets separately. And when you launch Project Zomboid, you also have to choose the. I didn't know this at the time when I did the series, but you have to choose the preset on two different things. You have to choose the Sophie preset in the mod manager. So way this works is you download this, you download the presets, put the presets in the folder it tells you to in the instructions here. Launch the game. You'll have no mods on. Go to the mods tab, turn on the mod manager by itself only, and then click accept. And then back out, so it'll reload the UI, and then go back in, and down on the bottom will be a drop down menu that you can click that you can choose Sophie's from. It'll be a preset that you can choose down at the bottom left corner that you can choose. And that will load up all the mods for you, have them put in a mod load order that it needs to be in, and then you click accept. It does its reset and you're good to go. You create your solo game, or if you're going to play a server game, you're going to have to set that up yourself. I've never played a multiplayer game of Project Zomboid before, so you're going to have to figure that out yourself. Sorry. But if you're going solo like I did, once you get into where you choose custom sandbox, and then you get to you chose your spawn point, and there's a lot of spawn points. There's a lot of map mods in this. Just choose whichever one you want. And then when you get to the part where you're loading, where you change the options for the sandbox, go down to the drop list again. There is another preset for Sophie's collection in there. Now, this part I didn't do. I didn't know about this part. I didn't know there was another preset. So when you see the series, I don't have that preset selected. But what it does is it changes a lot of things, especially for Britta's weapon packs that's in the mod collection. It turns off like 50 cals and stuff like that, because you don't have 50 cals back in 1993 available to the public. And especially available to the public. And it turns off the flamethrower, because the flamethrower is not actually usable with the advanced trajectory overhaul mod that is also a part of this collection. If you try and use it, you just set yourself on fire when you try to use it. So yeah, you can't use that. So it just automatically turns it off where the flamethrower won't spawn. Changes the way it changes loot settings, zombie settings, and stuff like that. And it's got a lot of different mods. It's got Evolving World and things like that. Got a bunch of cars. It doesn't have Filibuster Rhymes. It mostly uses KI5's vehicles and things like that. It's got AutoStar trailers in here, backpack borders, a lot of the quality of life things, a lot of map mods. It's got Raven Creek. It's got Rosewood TV and Gun Store. It's got March Riggs expansion. It's got a West Point expansion, Muldra expansion, I think, all kinds of stuff like that. So it's got a lot of it. It's got Ekron, Blackwood, Greenscape, I think it is, or Green Sea or something, Greenport, I can't remember. Fort Redstone, Grapeseed, got Grapeseed. Yeah, so there's a lot, and you'll see it when we get into the game. But yeah, so it's a lot of mods, and it seems a lot of fun when I was playing it. I don't know what the series will cut out to. I'm going to cut it down into 30-minute segments. People seem to like my 30-minute segments before. Let me know in the comments if you like 30-minute segments or an hour-long segments. I'll do either. I'll upload either. I really don't. When I upload the 2-hour length ones, like the Stardew Valley expanded ones, it's just because that's how long I want to set a 4-day schedule. It kind of keeps me on the schedule there with that. So that's why those are always like 2 hours or so. But I would usually do an hour length or 30-minute length. Let me know in the comments below what length of videos you would prefer, and I'll try to cut them down to that. except for things, you know, like the Stardew Valley Expanded. Speaking of Stardew Valley Expanded, I'm continuing it. I'm slowly working on it. I have like 2 videos recorded that I need to render and upload, and they'll be out probably before the end of the month. It's going to take a while. With them being 2 hours long, it takes so long now for me to record them and render them at 1440p. That's what's taking so long, is rendering them at 1440p now makes them take longer. It also takes YouTube a lot longer to make them HD as well. So I have to space the videos out enough where they will be rendered to HD before y'all see them. Otherwise, y'all would be watching them right when they released at 480p, and that's not fun. I I I can't watch 480p videos anymore, so I don't want to make y'all watch it. So that's what I got right now. I want to thank everybody for watching. I have, what is it now? 192 subscribers still. We didn't break 200 before the end of the year, but that was fine. I'm not doing this to get subscribers. I'm doing this to have fun and, you know, make this enjoyable for everyone. So thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all enjoyed the Edge of banner pulls. I can't believe that. I can't believe Edge off. I can't believe the Edge of altar pulls and I got out of that. That was just something else. I don't think I've ever had a banner that quick or that good, for a limited banner at least. I don't think I've ever had a limited banner go like that. Maybe, maybe Ling. Maybe Ling went that well. Off the top of my head, that's the only one I can think of that went as either just as well or a little bit under, is the Ling banner where I got her at pot 6 as well. I think it might have been Ling. I can't say off the top of my head. All right. So, yeah, I want to thank everybody for watching. We'll be back with more. So I hope y'all enjoy the little Project Zomboid series I did. It's going to be called Project Zomboid, the road to Raven Creek, because that is the in game point of the upcoming series, is to get from where we spawned, which I can't even remember where we spawned. I think it's Riverside or something. But we go around and explore a lot as well on our way to Raven Creek, because that was my end goal for the series, is to get from outside of Raven Creek to inside of Raven Creek. And we did a little bit of exploring there at the end, not much, but we did a little bit. And when we got to Raven Creek, but it was a journey. We didn't do it with the original character. You're going to have to watch and see to see what happens to the original character. So we didn't get there with the original character, just to let you know, as an aside. So you'll have to watch to see how everything goes, to what happens to the original character, how many characters did it take us to get to Raven Creek, and things like that. I think y'all enjoyed the little series. I think y'all enjoy it. Now at the end of that series, just to let you know, I said something about maybe starting a series in Raven Creek and trying to get out. I don't know. I still don't have the faintest idea how that series would go, because it's pretty easy. You just need metalworking to do it. So you just need to get metalworking and metalworking equipment, and you can get out as easy as it is. It's a journey to get to that point, to get out. I might have to like play on apocalypse settings for the zombie hordes. I don't know if my computer can handle that though. That's another reason I play on lower populations, is because I already experience so much lag on low settings. I don't even know what the hell my computer would be like if I put this thing on apocalypse settings with all those zombies, especially in Raven Creek, which is known to be way, way heavy on zombies in it because it's a big ass city. So I don't know how that would go. I don't know what that would look like. Um, I'm thinking about, before I do something like that, I'm thinking about doing another little mini series though, off the top of my head, um, on Project Zomboid with the Sophie collection. I was thinking about just spawning in March Ridge and going around and exploring places. I think it would be fun. I would actually probably be modifying some of the settings and everything personally uh, to be um, to be more in line with what I would want out of the collection. Like adding some mods, like I would probably have to add something like, off the top of my head, I would probably be I know for sure I would be changing Advanced Trajectory Overhaul. We did it in the series. I would changed it where the minimum bloom is from, I think it was like set at 3 to 0, because if your minimum bloom in Advanced Trajectory Overhaul uh, is above 0, you you can't if you have 0 aim, you basically can't hit anything at all. And that's just to me, that's just besides the point of why the hell would you have that set up where you couldn't even hit anything, even at you'll see it in the series, even at close range. How would you hit anything? um So yeah, I personally would be turning that to 0 so I could hit things even without an aiming skill. So we could start leveling our aiming skill to get better, you know. So I would do that. Um let's see, I would also add some other mods that I usually mess around with, like auto sewing, for auto tailoring stuff. Definitely. I got a bunch of favorites here I can look at real quick. Um, Probably add tactical sheaves, 3D bandolas, and stuff like that. Uh, for some reason, even though the mod collection uses like Egon's modding utilities and some car things, it doesn't use Egon's Have I Found This book for some reason. I would definitely be putting that on. Um, I don't think I would add filibuster rhymes used cars because there's so many other cars, it's not even needed. Um, it does have generator time remaining, but it doesn't have a mod for like uh, generator range. I would add something like that so I could see the range of the generator, because I haven't messed with the generator much, so I wouldn't know what it would be affected by and what wouldn't. Definitely be turning. I think in the series I eventually put on simple status, because I just like having that information personally. Um, let's see, what else would we be putting on? Um, let's see. Boots over overhauls, of course, in case we wear overhauls, so we can have our boots on top of our overhauls on our character. Um, Days Gone counter. I like having that. So if I, if I wanted to, I can push the escape screen and I could get a real quick count of how many days we've been alive and things like that. MRE mod. There is Saf's cooking in the mod list, and it does have MREs, but they're so rare that it's not worth it. So I would just put in the MRE mod I always use and just have that because I like those. I like that mod personally. Um, let's see what else. Um, don't need become desensitized. The mod has simple traits and occupations overhauls, and also evolving world traits. It took me a while to get used to evolving world traits, but with these simple traits and stuff overhaul, and even evolving world traits, you can set up um you can already set up how to when you become desensitized and things like that. And I would do that. Probably add standardized experience. That would not be for like for strength and fitness, because it has the fitness and workout overhaul already, which already improves that. It would be for like nimble and sprinting would be the main ones I would use that for. Um, let's see. I would be turning on auto star tuning Atelier bus. Uh, that's it has a bus from K1 in it, which is nice, but I would actually turn that bus off. I would rather have the tuning atelier bus because we can make it into a fortress if we wanted to go that route. Um, I would actually put on Snow is Water. Uh, I've never gotten that far where winter has snowed and things, but if we ever get that far, I definitely want to have that on and ready. Um, uh, Now, I did do some thinking and tinkering. The mod collection already has a skill recovery journal. I was thinking that I would turn off anything related to getting back crafting, well, not crafting, but weapon stuff. Um, well, crafting skills, but also I was thinking about leaving weapons and aim on along with the agility stuff, which is sneaking, nimble, and stuff like that. Not having passives recorded, but leaving off basically just leaving off the crafting skills, which would be carpentry, cooking, and all that stuff. Where if we do make a new character, we can go get the book, get our nimble and stuff like that, and sneaking and stuff like that back, aiming, and our weapon stuff back. But we wouldn't get back our crafting stuff. We would have to go and watch all the videos um, and read all the books again for the crafting stuff, which I think would be a really nice thing. I'm hesitant on if I would leave the combat one off. I would leave the aiming one for sure all on, so I could get my aiming and my reloading back. But I don't. I'm still up in the air if I would like to turn off the combat one, which would be the spears, the axes, and stuff, where I would have to level those up again. I'm back and forth on it really. Um uh, I think I turned on improved hair menu. I don't think the mod collection has that, so I would turn that on for sure. Um uh I wish I could use plain Moodles, but I don't think the mood it's already got a Moodle thing and I don't think I can mix and match Moodle things, so I have to leave that off. Um I would be turning on stare alerts. The mod collection doesn't have stare alerts. So I would be turning that on. Um, be turning on the XP drops old RuneScape, so that way I can keep track of what I'm getting XP for at certain times. Definitely be putting on faster hood opening. I can't believe this mod collection doesn't have faster hood opening. It Why? I turned that on pretty quick in the mod deal. If you did when you watch the series, I went and got that. I also put on Cat's faster reading mod, so I could read faster like I need to. Um, Now also I don't do it in the series that's upcoming, but I would for a future series turn off the plumbing mod. I just didn't I read the description of it in the for it and I just didn't care about it. I would be turning back on the irrigation pipes for farming and water supply personally and be using that. I just like that one more personally, so I would be using that one instead. And of course, I would have as in the series eventually, I turned auto smoke on, so it would just automatically smoke, and it works with the smoker mod that is installed in the mod collection packs. Also, name skill VHS tapes is eventually turned on as well. I I don't know how you know what videos you should watch for skills if you don't have that mod. Uh, it does have auto mechanics on already by default, so that's nice. That was nice of it to have that. All right, so I'm just going to stop here before I go on another 30 minutes about stuff. So thank you for watching. I'm going to call it here. I hope you enjoyed this little update. This will be released the same day as the last video of the Cyberpunk series. After it, Cyberpunk's last day is the 23rd, like I said before, January 23rd, 2024, which is Tuesday, and releasing at 7 a.m. I will be releasing this video like about an hour later, maybe about noon. I'm not sure that day. So y'all will have an idea of what's coming up next, which should be Dyson Spear, Night of the Dead, part 1 and 2, and then we'll be going into the Project Zomboid series right after that. So thank y'all for watching. I hope you're enjoying all the videos I'm releasing. I'm sorry the Cyberbunk thing didn't work out. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know how to fix it at all. And it only happens when I'm recording. That's the thing. It only happens. The freeze only happens when I'm recording, and it only affects OBS. The game is fine. The game continues to run, has no problem. Game is fine. But OBS just freezes and won't record anymore. So I don't know what to do. So thank you all for watching. Like I said, have a nice time, whatever time it is in y'all's part of the world. Bye.